In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we are back in Ligue 1 and we are taking on Paris Saint-Germain at the Stade Louis II. Can we consolidate first position and put ourselves in a great spot to be taking out Ligue 1 this season? Let's find out. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you're looking forward to today's video, then please do leave a thumbs up down below, and if you have not done so already and are enjoying this series, then please also subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on so you guys are informed when a new video does drop on the channel. So in yesterday's episode where we were in the Europa League, we went away to Rangers and picked up a 3-1 win at the Ibrox. If you haven't seen that, go check out the link in the top right hand corner. That put us in a very good position in the Europa League Group E. We now have a 3-point gap on Rangers as well as Ural, who were able to tip up Red Star, which was an interesting result to say the least. Since then, leading into this big one against Paris Saint-Germain, it was nearly 2 weeks ago in game, but we had one Ligue 1 game against Nantes away and we were able to beat them 3-0 with our rotated squad with that short backup from the Rangers game. It took us until nearly the half-hour mark, which is becoming a bit of a theme with our games, but it was Amin Ghali who got on the end of a Hudson-Odoi cross and buried that top left corner to put us 1-0 up. Then just after that, it was very shortly after Fernandez back to Koulibaly, Gari, nice ball, Koulibaly with a shot that fell to Hudson-Odoi once the keeper put it saving. A well-worked goal, albeit with a bit of luck in there with the keeper having to parry that away. It was 2-0 at half-time, and then in the 59th minute, Koulibaly finds Loftus-Cheek with a lovely curved effort around the goalkeeper and into the right-hand side of the goal. That made it 3-0. Amin Ghali did miss a penalty in the 71st minute, but by that stage, the game was well and truly wrapped up. And yet again, you look at the stats, and it was a pretty dominant performance, and we deserved that result, it is fair to say. To show you guys the Nantes ratings in case you were wondering what they were doing, but as you can tell by our team, heavily rotated, just Gordon and goal, and a few players, Mulder, Puig, coming off the bench to get some game time, but otherwise a full rotation for that game. So what that means going into today's game, Ligue 1 wise, because that's where the focus is for now, we are 4 points clear of Paris Saint-Germain, who only have a point over Stade Brestois, and then it's a gap of another 7 points back to Lyon. So we've already got a 12-point gap on the teams who are trying to catch us for Champions League football for next season. So we're in a very good position, only a quarter of the way through the season, no matter what happens today. If we can win this, this is going to put us in a great position to be trying to knock PSG off this year. A 7-point gap, a quarter of the way through the season, is a bit to catch. It would take a bit of a capitulation from us, which I'm not ruling out, but the way we're going at the moment, we're yet to lose this season. I don't know if they could catch us. That's going to bite me in the bum if they get us back, but obviously this is our biggest test of the whole year, I would say. Paris Saint-Germain are defending Champions League winners as well as Ligue A. However, we have beaten them both times we have played them so far since joining Monaco, once in Ligue 1 last season and of course in the pre-season in the Trophée des Champions, both games finishing 2-1 to Monaco, and this one is at our home ground. So we will join you guys when the TV coverage starts. Can we give ourselves a nice cushion on PSG in Ligue 1 a quarter of the way through the season? Okay, we are the home team here, Monaco, and that starting 11, exactly what you would expect from us now. All these players coming into it very fresh, albeit having had an international break prior to this game. And there's the PSG lineup. You can see that, well, we sort of see the likes of Mbappe, and that there, obviously the name's a bit hard to read on that blue background. I wish they did do white font instead of black font on that. And there is that league table showing you just how important this game could be. It is possibly more important for PSG to catch us here. They will be after a win. If we can get a draw, it's not the end of the world, and a win for us would be quite big early on. So a fairly important game, I suppose, both ways. But if it's going to be a draw, I think that favours us more than PSG as we get things underway. 6 minutes in. We're playing out from the back here. We are playing right to left in our white with the red. As we set Enrique up there, PSG and the bluey is a shot just wide. It was blocked, however. It was a very tight angle, so don't think that was ever going to get on target anyway, but the defender, for a good slide tackle, puts that out. Now the corner, Todibo already on a yellow card, clears that for PSG. Now Dembele in the box will find Mulder. He's on just in a tight angle there, tries to put a ball in, Robertson blocks, and it will go out for another corner, but nothing coming from it. Still 0-0 after 11 minutes. But PSG will now have a corner down the other end. Doku to put it in. And, we just get that away through Puig. Gourlon fumbling the ball. He tried to claim it, so we get away with one there, it's fair to say. And now PSG with a free kick that Robertson takes short. And they knock it around the back. Bakar over to Sergej. Bakar back to Sergej. They play Doku in, but it's straight at Gourlon. It's a pretty good start for PSG, you have to say. But 0-0 after 16 minutes. Throw into PSG after 26 minutes. A fairly quiet game, especially on our front so far, but hopefully we can turn the ball over here, and it's a good tackle, which takes the ball. Agumi putting that one in, and now Fernandez gets it and runs in field. He puts the ball over for Dembele. Can we strike yet again around the half-hour mark? Dembele to whiz this in. Fernandez, it's a poor header. Could have tried to put that top left corner, but straight at the PSG goalkeeper. Still 0-0 after half an hour. Free kick to PSG in the 43rd minute. Augusto to put it over, and it's not far away, but still 0-0 coming into half-time. Throw into Monaco. We are right on the brink of half-time here, just about to get into the extra minute. Tessier whips it in, Enrique. It's a shot that's blocked. It was going on target, but PSG get their bodies in the way. Still 0-0, but another highlight just before half-time. We throw that into Fernandez, his cross block, but Mulder will have a chance to put one in. Gvardiol clears it out to Nianzou. And something's still going here, so we might have another chance before half-time. Hopefully this isn't a meaningless highlight. Agumi, Mulder. Ampadu is now in a yellow. Fernandez. Ampadu. Puig, he'll find Mulder in a lot of space. Can he pick out a body? Dembele, his shot blocked. Yet again, they're getting their bodies in the way at the moment. And that will be half-time. We have had less shots than PSG, and PSG are also dominating possession, so they are probably the team that might deserve to be in front, but it's been a pretty even game from what we've seen. One clear-cut chance each, and it will remain 0-0 at half-time. Ratings-wise, there's some players who are struggling, so that's something we might have to look at. We will tell the boys, I'll actually tell them that we're not happy with that, because I didn't think it was that good. We'll give them a bit of we have faith in them as well, and hopefully that does the job now. Some of these guys are struggling. You can already see Ampadu's on the yellow card, so what I might do here is put Koulibaly on for him, so we don't have to tell him to ease off tackles. I'll leave the other ones on for now, but Enrique and Mulder not having great games, and Fernandez has been doing very well for us when we have given him a chance, so that's one to keep an eye on. And of course, we've got Edwin Quintero, who we could bring on for Enrique if we wanted, but of course Enrique's been sensational so far this season, so we'll leave him out there. We'll see how they're going at the hour mark, but as we kick off the second half playing left to right, Monaco, it is 0-0, and we boot the ball straight into touch. Free kick to PSG, 52nd minute. Doku to put it in, and it hits the post. That was lucky, it's fair to say. It was a bit of a mess, but we get away with it yet again, and it is still 0-0 after 55 minutes. But PSG have another corner. Doku to put this in, and it is cleared off the line by Puig. We are clinging on here, and they will show the throw-in too. So Augusto finds Sergej, the former Southampton man, on the ball, puts the ball in for Doku. The shot blocked. That has been the theme so far. We clear it long out to Gvardiol. And will something come from this? Bakar. Back to Gvardiol. Back to Bakar again. A lot of 1-2 between these guys now. Sergej. He will play Augusto through. Felix with a shot, but Gourlon's able to cling on to it. And we might make some substitutions if we get the chance, because Flavio Enrique, albeit he isn't in too many opportunities, but he's on a 6.4 still, so we're going to bring Edwin Quintero on for him. The other player who's actually struggling, Mulder's not doing too badly now. It's actually Ricky Puig. But looking at our bench, Sevillano and Ledger not really suited to that position, even though they can play in that role if they absolutely need to. So I think we're going to leave that. You'll see if this change up front does anything, but it's a very tight game that we're somewhat clinging on to this draw as we get into the last 25 minutes. Goal kick to Monaco, and we clear it out from the back up to Agumi from Tap Sober. He will find Dembele, and can he play Quintero through here? Trying to get on the side of his defender. The shot blocked. And PSG might get us on the counter here, although they just boot it clear. Still 0-0 coming into the last 15 minutes. And I think we're going to make another change. Agumi's on a red heart, but it is Fernandez not having the greatest game. We'll bring on Amin Gowdy, who, as you can see, his roll ability is actually a bit more suited than what Fernandez's is. Now, we actually told Gowdy, I think, in a promise that he's going to be playing inside forward, so we'll try that and see if that might switch things up a bit. Need to remember to do that more because he's currently not overly unhappy, but just a little bit unhappy at us. So we'll make that change and hopefully we can get something going in these last 10 minutes. Free kick to PSG in the last 5 minutes. Nianzou heads it clear. Now this is dangerous because, of course, Tapsoba's also on a yellow card now. They get it to Moriba, the excellent midfielder, Guendouzi, Robertson, Todibo, Moriba again. Now Robertson's in an acre of space there. He's going to be able to do something. He finds Moriba, Doku, Guendouzi, Chaloba, Moriba, just getting his way in the box. He has scored some good goals against us in both games so far. Long-range efforts. Back to Doku, Moriba again. Don't let him get a shot off, boys. He does, but Goron with a good save. And we are indeed clinging on. We'll demand more from the boys, but the corner will still be shown. Doku to whip this in. And Gowdy heads that away. No one's going to get on the end of it for us, though. Dembele too tired to get his pace up, and it remains 0-0 as we get into these last 2 minutes. I think we'll just try being a bit more direct here and see if that can do anything, but otherwise this is looking like it might peter out to a 0-0 draw, I think, but we do have a highlight here. Mulder will play Quintero in. Oh, it's a goal, but I think he's offside. They haven't brought up the graphic, and that usually means he's offside. Unfortunately, probably just a stride offside, played that ball ever so slightly too late, did Amin Gowdy. We'll have a look at this replay here. It was well worked. And it was actually Mulder with the shot, with the cross, I should say, in the ease, just a stride off. It was a good finish too, but it remains 0-0, and we're in the last 4 minutes, albeit we do have the ball, and we're starting to get something going here. We might be able to overrun them late with these fresh bodies in Gowdy and Quintero. Makes his way into the box. Dembele, oh, it's hit the post and the keeper's claimed it. That was the chance. And now PSG have one. Augusto puts it in, headed away. Oh, no, it could be a handball. Oh, we've gone from possibly stealing it at one end to conceding a handball, and it's a penalty. Oh, dear, that is heartbreaking. It's a yellow card to Koulibaly. He's the player who's handballed it, and now we're relying on Gourlon to keep the gap between us and PSG. They're taking a long time over this penalty. It's João Felix. Of course he buries it. The keeper went the right way. And they break our hearts late, do PSG. We had a big chance down the other end through Ousmane Dembele. He hit the post. And unfortunately, the goalkeeper was able to actually react. Often in Football Manager, you see those sort of efforts hit the back of the goalkeeper and roll back into the net. But it wasn't to be that time. And then we give away a penalty at the other end as the game's gone a bit funny on me here. Looks like it's come right now, though. Quintero decides that he's just going to run the ball dead for a goal kick, and I think that will be the game as they take their time over this goal kick. So maybe we have another chance. And no, we don't. They've just absolutely wasted time there, PSG, but fair enough. We gifted them a penalty late, and really our biggest chance came late on, just before that penalty, where Dembele hit the post after a prior goal was ruled out. Rightly so, Quintero being offside, but unfortunately, we didn't play very well. You look at the ratings over the board, and it was only really Dembele and Mulder who played decently, and you could also say the same for Tessier, Nianzou, and Agume, but really no one else having too much of an impact. Look at the PSG, yeah, they are a lot more solid over the board. But stats-wise, it was a very even game. Look at the shots on target, exactly the same. They had one more clear-cut chance. That's probably because of the penalty. And unfortunately, that's our first loss of the season, and a frustrating one because we could have pinched it, and then we gave them a golden chance to win the game, and they took it through João Felix from the penalty spot. You can see that Dembele chance late on really spiked their XG up, and not long after that, they had a huge rise thanks to the penalty. I'll tell the boys we're not happy, because we haven't had a chance to do that so far this season. But unfortunately, that's our first loss of the season. And looking at the Ligue table, that was the first game of the weekend. So this could change, but where we're looking at's up the top, and that's not going to change too much. That late penalty means that PSG are now only 1 point behind us, and I need to not be so cocky because what was I saying at the start of the episode? Something about building a gap on these guys and being in a great position. That's not the case anymore. But at the very least, as Ethan Ampadu, he was actually carrying an injury into that game that we gave him injections for, but he should be pretty good. We'll just check that he's on general rehab. He's not, so we'll sort that out. And yeah, that's disappointing, but at least we had that 4-point gap, which is now down to 1, but we can still hopefully get back on track, and maybe PSG will slip up ever so slightly like they have been in the league to date. We're still in a pretty good position Champions League-wise, even if one of Leon, Lens or Leo win this weekend, we're still 9 points clear of that chasing pack. So still in a good position for our main aim for this season, which of course is to get Champions League football next season. But it would have been nice to win League R, and that result gives PSG a big confidence boost, I would imagine. So that is it for today's episode. Unfortunately, it's our first loss of the season, that red dot, yuck. We'll come back. I think we're going to come back. We're going to play a few games off camera, and we'll come back for that second Red Star Europa League game because they were beaten by Ural, and we beat Ural 10-0. So I'm not sure if that's going to be an overly great watch for you guys. So what we're going to do is play against Red Star, Marseille, and Lens off camera, and we'll come back for the away Red Star game. But if you did enjoy today's episode where we suffered our first loss of the season, then please do leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content, and also turn that notification bell on so you guys are informed when a new video drops on the channel. And until I see you next for the Red Star away game in the Europa League, then enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Cheers.